Alright, Cruise Bazaar. Memories of the explosion that toppled the Aztechnology facility keep you company on your ride back to the Cruise Bazaar. You barely managed to outrun the blast. Now, the facility lies buried under thousands of kilograms of twisted rebar and reinforced concrete. No doubt, a considerable blow to Aztechnology's activities here in Berlin. Mission successful. It's time to get paid. Yeah. Waiting on a whole loading bar. How dare it? Okay. So let's go get paid, I guess. Making that money. It's weirdly quiet. Is it always this quiet? There we go. Oh, I know exactly why. As you step forward, the rest of your team falls silent. Amsel shifts his attention to you. You can see the worry on his face. Orcish Slave, I have new information. I'm afraid that the news isn't good. So you said over the comm, skip the preamble. You can tell you've gathered the whole team. He nods. Yes, this is something that you all need to hear. Well, go on, we're listening. 2 years ago, a large shipment of highly lethal radioactive bioweapon disappeared en route to a storage facility in Dresden. The weapon was designated X-15. I've traced the path of the missing shipment. It was delivered to the Harfeld Manor. Well, that sounds horrible. It is. I've heard of this stuff before. Back in the service, we called it Doom. I've never run across it in the wild, but I've heard enough horror stories to know that I don't want to. The stories that you've heard are correct. This Doom is an extremely dangerous substance. He gestures to the technical document on his computer's display. I've been reading up. To this day, the story of Doom remains a cautionary tale in biotech circles. Monoclonal antibody technology is strictly regulated now, and this substance is one of the reasons why. What does this stuff do exactly? Oh, Dietrich. Amsel clears his throat and reads aloud from the information on the screen. Doom kills by destroying a host's muscle tissue via radioactive decay. Oh. Each individual Doom antibody is bound to a radioactive bismuth 212 isotope. When introduced to a host, these antibodies bind to surface level muscle tissue. The tissue is then killed with alpha radiation. This process repeats itself until the host wastes away and dies. Jesus is right. I've heard that Doom was deployed in a couple of border skirmishes back in 41. After seeing what it did to people up close, the UCAS passed a unilateral ban on the stuff. If that doesn't tell you how bad it is, nothing will. Okay, so I hesitate to ask, but what would a dragon want with this Drek? Well, no shit, nothing good. Before we go on, I'm actually just going to settings. It's really bugging me that there isn't music in the background. I'm sorry. I turned it off at the start of the stream. So, for anybody watching this on YouTube later, that's why. That much goes without saying. This development worries me, an Orcish Slave. It worries me greatly. So the dragon has a bioweapon. Alright, good to know, but that doesn't change what we need to do. Dragon stockpiling bioweapons. We've got an even bigger problem. Yeah, we just have a bigger problem. Well, in my book, this doesn't change anything. Just a glass half full kind of guy. I mean, it ups the stakes if the Firewing's allowed to carry out her plans, whatever those may be. But we're gonna stop her before that happens. That was always the plan. As far as I'm concerned, it's still the plan now. I agree with Dietrich. We need to focus on what's in front of us. Whatever the dragon's larger plan might be, the fact is that she is after us. We shouldn't let ourselves get distracted by anything else. Amsel is slow to respond. Finally, he nods. Yes, I concur. For the time being, we must continue forward. And that means that you must continue working toward raising Alice's fee. I'll leave the matter in your capable hands, Orcish slave. When you've acquired the necessary funds, and we are ready to head out to the rabbit hole, back out to the rabbit hole, let me know. From there, we will discuss our next steps. Good. If you need me, I'll be getting prepped for the next run. Right behind you, love. Dietrich casts a glance, backwards glance at Glory. Finding this has an impact her, doesn't show it. Come on, Glory, let's go. Alright, let's go look at our next mission, I guess. Do we have any? Ooh, we have 12. Ooh, we have lots of stats. Let's just look at our strength. Do we just want more damage? We can just have, like, flat out more damage. I think we're gonna be better at punching. Just done. Ain't nothing but a punch thing. Oh, they've got upgrades too. Open the job directory. Jobs main. Claim the payment. Nice, we got 6,000 yuan. If you're receiving expansion, I've fled the country. Don't worry about it, you're still getting paid. I've made the appropriate preparations. In any case, Orcish slave, thank you for helping me. Please do not attempt to contact me again. As far as the world and my former employees are concerned, I am buried under a ton of rubble. It's best that I remain that way. Later, your second message. Full payments. Hold on. Pay from client, 36. Deductions for crew. Ammunition supplies. Ow. Oh, okay, so it automatically pulls the 18. Click payment. Nice. Excellent job. You are a credit to your profession, and I would not hesitate to hire you again. Your fee will be transferred to your account immediately. Perfect. Okay. And the Humanus job. Also, Garrick, I know you missed the very start of the stream. Confusing moment for anybody on YouTube. But since it's Tuesday and the private server WoW stuff is kind of dying off, there was 18 out of 40 people signed up. So that was not gonna happen. Alright, payment. Ooh, look at Alice is getting her goodies. Go back. How much do we need again? Check the status of the fund. Okay, so we still need 4th. Oh, I can just deposit. So we should have enough, unless I'm crazy. Yeah, we're good. Bam, we're good. Let's go get the goodies. Actually, let's level up these fools first. So she gets an extra sniper rifle, fires a discarding round that ignores armor completely. Ooh, yep. She has been super snipery. So we're going to confirm the heck out of that. And I don't think... Oh, he does. He gets an innate 1% armor. Now flushes enemies from cover when they're hit. I feel like I don't really use the stupid nerve bolt often enough, so F it, just have an armor. Hail of bullets. 7 targets up to 4. Ooh. I kind of like that. Confirm, and then useless dude that I never fucking use. Sure, you can just have better ESP, because I don't use your decking ever. So then, go talk to Amsel. Greetings. Is there something I can do for you? I need your password to transfer Alice's payment onto a cred stick. Done. Very good. Excellent, in fact. This has been a long time coming, Orcish slave. You're telling me. Alright, before you make this transfer, there are a few things that you should know. Firstly, this is a one-way operation. Once the funds have been transferred to the cred stick, the only person who will be able to access them is Alice. As far as the team is concerned, the money will simply disappear. It's not like we were planning on doing anything with it anyways. Keep going. Secondly, once you make your way to the rabbit hole with the funds, it's go time. I trust that you understand what I mean by that. Yeah, I got it. Self-explanatory. Alright, just remember, once you leave to see Alice, her information will be your only priority. No more distractions, no more side work. I will be busy canceling your remaining jobs and smoothing any unruffled feathers. A bit premature. In for a penny, in for a pound. I am confident that Alice will provide us with useful information. With a firewing hunting us, I'd go so far as to say that we've all staked our lives on that presumption. When we have Vauclair's location in hand, we need to be ready to strike. None of your other obligations matter compared to that. Alright. I just need to be sure you're committing to this. Yes. I'm ready to proceed. Okay. Once you are en route to the rabbit hole with the funds for Alice's payment, I will cancel the team's remaining obligations. Understood. I have to say, Orcish Slave, this lifts an enormous weight off my shoulders. I have a feeling like he's just gonna die. When Monica brought you on board, I was initially unsure about you. I would never have said that to anyone else, of course, but I kept you under a watchful eye. I can now see I needn't have doubted her judgment. She chose her successor well. Now please, go fetch the information from Alice. We're one step closer to solving, or to surviving this mess. Not solving. Ooh. We might have just enough cash monies to do a thing we probably should do, which is medkits. We should probably buy a couple medkits. Oh my god, should we ever? Yeah. Pretty please. With medicine on top. Alright, Dr. Xavier, sorry. Gold trauma kit, let's see what we got. Anything worth? No. Let us then that's items to sell. Back. So what do we got? We got some advanced med kits. Hells to the yes. Do we want probably sure, let's just buy what we can. As much as I'd love to grab the gold ones, F it. This is like our last hurrah. We may as well. Okay. Confirm. And let's head down. Let's go meet up with her. She's just the U-Bahn, right? Click. And down the rabbit hole. I guess not. Hold on. So we raised the 50k. Am I blind? Did I do a dub? Did I entirely miss something? I feel like I might have just entirely missed something. Okay, I guess not. Did I just literally have like a total, my brain didn't work? Tiger? Look, I owe apology, I'm listening. One guy was pissed, probably didn't have reviews. Seeing Winter's body like that was enough to convince me you shouldn't, or you couldn't have done anything to help her. We're dealing with something new. Monica was a good friend of mine. Her death hurt. I got carried away, and I said some things that I shouldn't have. I want to apologize for that. Anyways, that's all I want to say. A few things I want to say. She stops, turns her face back to you. You can see the wariness behind her eyes. Go ahead. Nobody's stopping you. You're a valued member. Need you more than ever. She raised her hand to stop you. The expression on her face has gone from cautious to annoyed. Cut the bullshit, fearless leader. I don't respond well to flattery. Alright. Weenie face. Alright, whatever. Let me just make sure, since we didn't get the notification we were there for that. Job directory. Oh, right. No. Go pending and active. Don't need to worry about that. Check the status of the Alice Fund. Oh, there we go. Okay, so transfer 50,000. What was the password? Because my brain doesn't work. Volklingen. Did I get it right? Sweet. The funds disappear from your account. Moments later, a message pops up on the screen. Transfer complete. Sitting in its dock on the keyboard, a green LED blooms to life on Alice's cred stick. The trigger's been pulled. The rabbit hole awaits. Off we go then, I guess. Sorry, for whatever reason I thought the password he gave us meant that we were starting that. I was wrong. Board the train. And let's travel to the rabbit hole. Ooh.